Another New Mexico cabinet secretary is leaving. PED Secretary Ryan Stewart has announced his departure just days before school starts. News 13's Jamie Seymour is here with how that could impact the new school year.
Stewart has been in the position for 2 years and says while it was a difficult decision to step down, he needs to care for his severely ill father.
At this time and after much deliberation, made the very difficult decision that it's time for me to make a family first decision and be able to spend more time both supporting him and spending time with him while I still have that very precious opportunity.
With just weeks away from the start of the school year for many New Mexico districts and changes to the public health guidance when it comes to mask wearing and vaccinations, the change in education leadership in the state could put all of the recent guidance up in the air. The state did announce today that Los Alamos educator Kurt Steinhaus will step into that role, and while he didn't detail what changes he'll make, he says he's ready to get to work.
Public education system in New Mexico is worth us putting it all in, so I'm all in with you. I've worked with you in the past, and I'm looking forward to it.
Steinhaus retired back in May as superintendent of Los Alamos Public Schools before he was appointed to this new role. As he steps into this position, he says he has 3 goals he's focusing on. A short-range goal focusing on literacy this school year, a middle-range goal using the newly appointed millions in federal money to see improvements in tutoring and home visits, as well as a long-range goal for the next 3 years to become #1 in the U.S. in 3 areas: student and staff well-being, academic achievement, and marketing for educators to come to the state. This is one of many cabinet secretaries in Governor Lujan Grisham's administration to step down in recent months with key roles during the pandemic. Kathy Kunkel retired as health secretary in the middle of the pandemic last year. Dr. Tracy Collins, who replaced her, stepped down earlier this month to return to the University of New Mexico. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Jamie. Now, earlier this year, the state's Workforce Solutions Secretary Bill McCamley also stepped down from his position after a year of tackling unemployment in the state during the pandemic. The governor also appointed Rio Rancho Deputy Police Chief Jason Bowie to lead the Department of Public Safety. He replaces Mark Shea, who was suddenly fired in 2020. The governor never explained why. And State Police Chief Tim Johnson had led DPS on an interim basis. He will now return to his previous role.